NARC troopers. Today I'm coming to you from Pacifica, California, where I am taking my daily constitutional, and I want to talk to you today about discontinuous memory and the narcissist. Discontinuous memory, that is a quality of narcissism that they just don't remember. You and I may have memory lapses or have little gaps or bits and pieces of fill-in-the-blank moments where we don't remember everything with 100% fidelity. But the important thing is that, we remember most things with accuracy, and that we hold those things and they inform our future decision making, and they help give us clarity, and they help us be human and understand our impact on other people and things like that, right? So with the narcissist and the discontinuous memory, they don't remember the majority of things. There is no continuous stream of cognitive ability to just hold things. They never really experienced it firsthand in the first place. For example, as part of their narcissistic cycle of abuse, they snapshot their victims and internalize them. Not just their victims, but like everyone in their lives. They take a picture of them and put them in their head, because they can only relate to things that are internal. And they Photoshop them during the idealization stage and infatuation stage, where they think that they found something that's just perfect, and then they devalue it. Eventually they discard it, and then they replace it with a new one. These are like paper dolls. Back in the old days, that's me, we had paper dolls that were in these little cardboard things you punched out, and they had little clothes with flaps on them. You'd hang those flaps over the shoulders of the little paper cardboard doll, and you could change their clothes that way. And that's the way it is with the narcissist. They don't have interactions with real people in real time. Over periods of time, I think you can notice that maybe a little bit, that this isn't what you think it is, that they are incapable of anything that's real, and that they don't remember things. They certainly don't remember you after the discard. It's like they erase you, expunge you, annihilate you, totally forget you. They just hit like system delete, and that's it, game over, you're done, you're gone forever. Like you're just not even a memory, you're never existed to them. So I want to say something else about that you need to think about. It's my triple D's. The narcissist, the person with malignant personality disorder, cluster B narcissism, they may be part psychopath or whatever. The D's are, they have dissociation, where they leave their body, they go to some alternate reality and have some experience outside themselves that's not real. Dissociation. They have derealization, where they're unable to connect with reality. And then they have delusion, which is a complete departure from anything that's real, and you just rewrite the whole thing, a piece of fiction, to create a reality that you think exists, which is far, far, far from it. So this derealization, this dissociation, this delusional components of narcissism, that should tell you something. These are people who are mentally ill and incapable of functioning or experiencing life as a neurotypical. They are incapable of experiencing it as you and I do, assuming that we're neurotypicals. They can't do it. You're asking them to be something and do something that is not in their skill set, is not within the realm of possibility. They cannot experience life as you do. And I have one other thing I want to tell you, and that has to do with gaslighting. You hear a lot of people talking about, the narcissist is so guilty of gaslighting me all the time. Not technically. You can't gaslight somebody unless you're intentionally lying for exploitative, manipulative reasons. In some Machiavellian, the ends justify the means kind of way. The narcissist isn't doing that. The psychopath does that. And if you've got a narcissistic psychopath, that's like a hybrid model that's both, then you may have it. But the pure narcissist who is just, covert narcissist, that guy, they're not gaslighting. They believe it too. They believe their own lies. They believe the fantasy 100%. It's real to them. As I just said, they have like discontinuous memory, derealization, dissociation, delusion, all of those kind of things. And so when they're telling you these ridiculous confabulations, which is a word that's a real psychological term, it's like a confabulation is a completely made up fabrication that's just pulled out of thin air, pulled out of their backside, right? They just make it up. They believe it. When they tell you they love you, I think they're believing it. When they tell you they're an alien from another planet, they really believe they are. When they're telling you whatever they're telling you, they believe it. So technically, they're not lying, and technically, they're not gaslighting you. That would be if they knew and they were deceiving you. This is more like they deceive themselves. They deceive everyone, including themselves, and really it's not even deception, because that implies that they know better and they're trying to fool themselves. I don't think so. I think it really is their alternate universe. It really is their truth. It's their reality. It's what they know, and that's what they really believe is happening, which is just so far from anything that's really, really real. So we've touched upon several important concepts today. Number one, discontinuous memory. The narcissist doesn't have a memory that is accurate or in one piece, and that allows them to have dissociation and all of that other stuff because they don't remember. And if you don't remember anything, you can't be reflective and learn from your mistakes. If you don't remember anything, you can't have empathy for another human being, which is a cornerstone anchor of being human, is having empathy. And if you don't remember anything, then your reality can be anything, because you can reinvent it, rewrite it, revise it at any time to be anything that you need it to be to fit your story of what you're trying to put out. Oh, there's a seal. So we learned that discontinuous memory. You cannot have empathy. You can't be reflective. You can't be a real human. You can't, you know what else you can't do? You can't have an identity. You cannot have an identity if you don't have a memory. No self, no sense of self. Like, who are you? I'm nobody, I'm everybody. I'm everybody and nobody all simultaneously at the same time. Right? So there's that. And then we talked about the, in addition to the memory thing that I need you to know, the delusional, dissociation, derealization, depersonalization, that whole disconnect from reality, like they live on another planet. Yep, they're not gaslighting, they're believing their own fantasy. And it's an amazing, beautiful fantasy while you're in it. Yeah, I guess that's one way to escape the yuckiness of the world today, but it's not real. So there's that. All right, well, that's what I wanted to share today. It's important stuff. I hope you look into each one of those things that I mentioned and talk about it. Let me show you what I'm seeing today on my walk here in Pacifica. There's the pier, right? That's the pier. And then here is the big blue ocean. On a day that's not cloudy, like today's pretty good visibility. You can see whales and seals and birds and all kinds of things jumping around out there. And the water is beautiful. And the waves are big today, crashing. I know you probably hear them in the background, right? Look at those black rocks down there. It's just not the most fabulous thing. Yep. I came here to recover. I came here to get well. I came here to connect with nature and to connect with God. because it all speaks to me and recharges my batteries in ways that nothing else can. There's some kind of power. There's some kind of electricity in the air. There's some kind of force that's just infinite. It's here with me right now, filling me up, repairing me, healing me. It's medicine for my soul. You need that after you've been through something with a narcissist. Yeah, you need it. Okay, guys. That's it for today. Checking in. Oh, I don't even know which way my camera was. Probably upside down. See you next time. Much love. Bye.